I mean, if you have a Death Prophet in the Veno, you kind of have two of the same heroes. So maybe Neon don't want to go that route. They're going to be way too static if that's the case. If you go Veno right now, you're relying so much on the lanes, and once the mid game comes in the rotations around the map, the Death Prophet in the Veno will not be moving at all. Plus, you have a Shaker that needs to farm, and then your cores, I don't know. I don't know who creates space for them, right? You can just invade their jungle every single time, and there's nothing that the enemies will be able to do about it. So they go for the Snapfire or Neon. This puts the Death Prophet most likely in the offlane. Yes, though Andrew has been known to play the Snapfire off. We have seen it in the mid lane in the previous game, though I don't know if Avatar mode is too happy to play that one. So in Southeast Asia, I'm pretty sure every single mid laner knows how to play the Snap. But there was just a meta where the hero was so popular, so it wouldn't surprise me that everyone has gotten the hangs of the hero quite nicely at that point. Okay, that's one I did not expect, but I like it. I always like the SF, not like it's a great SF game, but I like the SF as a hero anyways. Being in the mid lane, probably gonna be the Yule's SF, though who knows? We'll see what they decide to do here. You do need some stuns here, and you need heroes that can rotate towards the mid lane. Mars is banned out, that's the best one, but they go for the Mars. So now the Undying is most definitely a support. Those are some stuns to be with the SF, but I still want a mobile 4 or 5, depending on where the Undying is going to go. I'm guessing it's going to be a 5. So a 4 that's going to be able to rotate towards the SF. Tusk, Earth Spirit.
5 seconds.
I wouldn't mind the Mirana either, though you do not have good setup on the SF for their arrow. In the mid lane, it's a lot easier to hit the arrow than on the other lanes, because you have so many good places to hide to get a good angle arrow off. Morphling comes out. The only thing you're afraid of as the Morphling is a Stray Spear, but this is pretty much a free Morphling game. You know, a Stray Spear in the lane. Later on, Mars does nothing to you. Shadow Fiend probably does nothing to you, unless he gets the Yules on you before you start morphing. Seconds. That can be dangerous. But
5 seconds remain.
You know, that's about it. Pretty solid Morphling game. Usually you're gonna be able to get the morph off before you get chronoed. Very rarely do you get chronoed like from the fog. So I'm liking it. It's pretty solid. Plus, if you're laning with the Death Prophet, you kind of send her there to take some damage, and you're just gonna be farming. If you're laning with the Snapfire, you actually have good kill potential because the damage between these two heroes. So Army Geniuses. We'll ban out the Puck. I guess you do want to do that, especially if you're going to be going for something you can come to gank in the mid lane. Puck can be annoying to the SF. SF can win the lane, but you can constantly poke the SF, and then with the rotation from the Earthshaker, it can be a problem. I think you ban out the Queen as well. You just don't want to lane against heavy pressure heroes. Even if it's a Snapfire mid and the Earthshaker rotates, you can still die that way. But something like a Queen of Pain would be a problem for you. Really, really big problem. Wouldn't be a problem for the Faceless Void though later on. Does die very easily and doesn't deal well with the time dilation either. But I still wouldn't mind it. Earthshaker and the Queen would make this SF's life miserable.
Dire's ban.
Get rid of the Invoker. Another one that will make his life miserable. Neon, they ban out the Queen themselves. What?
Dire team pick.
What SF? Is this something? They go for the A. GG, Neon. GG. They go for the Lycan. It's very good that Army Geniuses have this Mars right now. Lycan is very strong in this game. Very, very strong. Mars and the SF can't be an issue for you, but both Undying and AA are food. Oh, so it's a carry Undying. This is so good for Army Geniuses, because if you would play a support Undying and the AA would be food. But because you're playing a core Undying, the Faceless Void himself has ways to survive. So now the only hero that is food is the AA. And if you get the Chrono and the AA ulti off and you die, you don't really care. So I think this is so awesome for Army Genius. I like the approach. Dealing with the Undying is not easy for Neon Esports. If he gets an armor item, and I'm guessing you're going to get a phase boots, you don't die that easily. A very nice approach from Army Geniuses. Overall, though, I'm gonna have to be leaning Neon. I think Lycan is pretty solid. You have better push on the side of Neon. Your mid lane could very easily go towards the side of Neon avatar mode with the DP will do well against In Your Dream, and then play hard's rotations are going to be a big deal. When the Earthshaker gets a blink shard, the team fight of Neon is nothing to laugh at. They can choose the fights easier. Mars is the only initiator on the side of Army Geniuses, apart from when Narman has his chrono. So it's going to be much easier for Neon to dodge fights, whereas Neon can force out a fight when they want to, just by popping the exorcism or sending in the units onto the tower. So with that being said, I'm gonna go for Neon. I think they have everything they need. Army Geniuses, though, I love the approach here, putting armor in the Faceless Void, but I think that the hero is just a little bit too weak in the lanes. I guess you max out the time dilation, I'm not even sure, but looking at the heroes of Neon, Shaker hates the time dilation. The other ones are kind of okay with it, you know, it's not the worst thing in the world. Wow. So that being said, you know, this Faceless Void is gonna be a chrono. The AA is gonna be food for the Lycan. And I'm kind of afraid for Army Geniuses in this game. I still think they're the better team, but I think Neon Esports right now, they have a really good draft. And you know, when the first night strikes, you use the Howl and everyone is just 10 times weaker. So, the smokes will get broken. Narman in an aggressive position here. He is being spotted by Vision. Army Geniuses don't have any wards in the mid lane, but they have a ward in the A to put down. 3 sentries on Army Geniuses, so it's very important that Neon here are bringing a lot of heroes to defend this Vision.
30 seconds
Narman.
until digital sports.
Let's get hit by the tower. Turns back time. In this reality, this timeline, he has not been damaged at all. Does start off with the headdress, so pretty much the same item as the last time. Okay, there it is. They found the ward. They'll get it down. Nice gold experience in the hands of Army Geniuses. A little bit of an advantage for them. Now the question is who gets more runes. They're coming towards their block on variation. Not going to be happening. And runes now. 2 for Neon. It seems like that one was denied. Nicely done by Andrew. So, 2 for Neon, 1 for Army Geniuses. DB doesn't get to the rune fast enough. The walls were already there. They bite on it. And, you know, dog ate my homework kind of thing, though. Dog ate my money. Seems a little bit more of a problem. Oh. Okay, now I'm getting info that all runes are picked, and I'm actually crazy. And you did pick up that rune, and Army Geniuses, they got 1 and Neon got 3. So I'm just blind. It's good that I have someone there to help me. And you, though, they need to pressure him level 1 as much as they can. So that's why you see Play Hard just going for a triple. It didn't start off with boots, but started off with the wind lace, so the movement speed is still gonna be there. Sees the career, but can't really do much about it. Mid lane, we haven't talked about that one. The matchup, I know, 2 classic mid laners should be SF favored a bit. But the rotations of the Earthshaker can make a difference. That's why we see the swords from Army Geniuses. We see it there next to the outpost. It's pretty much giving vision to the SF from where the Shaker will be going. So I'm liking that one for sure. They understand what is the way for this SF to lose. And actually, In Your Dream is crushing Avatar mode. Avatar mode is pretty mechanically skilled in the lane, but this is not even funny how much he's being destroyed right now, doubled up. Dream just standing his ground and smacking him out. Beautifully done overall. Even zones him out from the range creep. Meanwhile, top lane, the one we haven't talked about. Some shenanigans happening here. Narman pulling the wave. understandably so. It's not like the Faceless Void can do anything against the Morphling. Womi will be pulling the next one, blocking the camp in the process. It's already blocked with the sentry. And Lenny, no cookie just yet. Do they have a bash? Yep, Narman going forward, but yeah, you'd need to be a bash lord right now. And with level 1 bash, that's not going to be happening. He can't even get one. Come on, high five, high five. This guy wants to use the mace, not his hands, though. Play hard, rotating to the mid. But in your dream knows and doesn't care. So, Barish gonna be aggressive on the bottom lane, and you though gonna have the Helm of Iron Will fairly soon, so not gonna be that big of a deal. He'll be able to heal himself up, but still is losing in CS quite a lot. And in terms of CS, Army Geniuses are doing really well for themselves. All three of their cores doing well. Fortune Soul is kind of close to the Mars, but considering that you have a support Snapfire and he has a support Faceless Void, I'd take the Snap any day. Playhard finally opens up the big pull camp. Still only level 1. No experience whatsoever on him. Though Henry is doing okay. You know, levels are what Lycan needs. This hero doesn't buy boots, so a couple of CS less, not gonna be that big of a deal for him. Helm of the Iron will come. But, you know, speaking about CS, In Your Dream was doing well, but now he's doing even better, and there it is, DB on the bottom lane finally does find a way to go for NU, and we're gonna be seeing another kill happening on the map as well. Army Geniuses just finish off 2 so easily. And Narman even buys an Orb of Venom, so definitely wants to be on the killing train with this Faceless Void. Very interesting there. NU, I really thought he wasn't gonna die, but the thing is, Helm of the Iron Will wasn't delivered. That's a problem. But yeah, coming back to this mid lane, man. SF 28-7 and Avatar mode 17-0. He didn't deny a single creep. And look at In Your Dream and his positioning. Just all of it secured with that word. Play hard. No way to assist his buddy. And with that, the SF will just be untouched. And now Lenny just came back to the top lane. Come on, just let him live. Does have a cookie there and won't even get that final meal. No final meal here. Only a death sentence will be coming out from Army Geniuses there towards Lenny. This leaves Fortune Soul alone. Sure, he won't be dying with the Morphling, but you're not going to be getting any creeps, and Narman just denying everything from under his nose. Fortune Soul will be using the Adaptive Strike, and Narman, he doesn't even need the Time Walk to adapt to that damage because it was so underwhelming. Fortune Soul, the core that is doing the best out of all of the Neon Esports cores, but he's being countered by the AA already, and even that best not good enough, plus Morphling not the best space creators. Neon definitely not looking good. This lineup of theirs, it needs to push, it needs to be a bit ahead. If they start losing, they might just lose this game so fast. Fortune Soul and gone on. Narman will slap him a bit. So mace, you know, if you use a mace and slap it on water, not really gonna do much in terms of hurting the water. That does make sense that the Morphling will be completely fine there. 2k goal lead, 5 minutes in. Not a good position for Neon. They're not happy with this one. Lycan died literally before the Helm of Iron Will came. The SF is crushing the mid lane. Top lane, he killed Lenny twice. And the Morphling isn't having the best of times in terms of CS, and it's just not good. Faceless Void is gonna get his spirit sucked out by Avatar mode, but just turns around. This is how you suck out someone's spirit. Narman has the DD. Really? Jumps in, Narman? Are you crazy? Yep, I am. Gets the bounty rune. Might be paying with his life for that one. 4-stick charges on Avatar mode. No, he won't even chase. Lenny, no cookie. No scatter blast. Narman, he might even live with this one. He didn't murder them literally, but their souls are literally taken away after that one, so it's metaphorically Neon are gonna be dead after that one for sure. 6 minutes, he gets the power rune, he gets the bounty rune, and Avatar mode, his tough game continues. Looking at the net worth, all 3 of the cores of Army Genius is topping the chart, and even Womi, you know, Mars versus the Morphling. doing well. We know that Mars always does well in terms of CS, but look at this top tower. Look at it. It's already at 600 HP. That's not a position you want to be in. He even gets the deny on the siege creep. Bottom lane, AA in some trouble. Varish not gonna be eaten by wolves. Just a little bit too cold. Brain freeze there for the Lycan wolves. They don't get the kill. On top lane, Womi gonna be stunned up by the cookie. Does have the spear, and it seems like he'll be fine. Actually, he stops the spear there with the God's Rebuke, but in the end, will still live. Way too tanky, 1400 HP. Just if he would stand in place, Fortune Soul and Lenny would need an eternity to get the kill. Wolves still hunting on the AA, but not gonna be able to get the kill. Play hard has found Narman, and they're just kind of smacking each other around. So looking at this one, Neon, what do you do? Yeah, you started falling behind. You're gonna be needing to farm on your shaker at some point. SF has a little bit too much. You didn't punish him at all. Literally everything that Neon wanted to do early didn't work out. And Lenny now comes over and will just be giving his life away to the SF. He's gonna know that there's a ward there now. But it doesn't really matter. A kill is a kill. And SF will gladly take the Grandma's soul. Has been escaping the Grim Reaper for a long time there, the old lady. But the SF will not be escaped. Narman tips avatar mode. Can you get out of our lane, please? Please, get out of our lane. The double raise there on avatar mode. Time dilation as well. And yeah, Narman is just styling on them. He's just being very, very annoying. Very much in their face. And Neon, they don't have a response. They can't kill him. That is the thing. Finally, Lycan has the Helm of Dom, so this can change things. He even finds the Dark Troll Summoner, so there's going to be a lot of pushing power now coming up from Neon. Undying does have those phase boosts that we talked about, so the extra armor will be there already. Womi continues to farm on the top lane. He'll get the phase boots as well. Double Bracer, Soul Ring, Wand, phase boots. I mean, you don't kill them. They just want to stand their ground. And Army Geniuses, it seems like they don't want to change anything. There is this window right now where they don't have their level 6s on the supports. And they're really weak because of that. Top lane, Fortune Soul. Bottom lane. It's gonna be DB going down. Finally they get a kill. So there it is. Helm of Dom comes out. Avatar mode rotates. They need this tower down and they will probably get it. AA could die as well if Varish isn't careful. Only level 3 dies in just a couple of hits, though none of the cores are there. SF is actually TPing to the bottom lane. He wants to defend this one. Varish still alive. Play hard. Will get cold feed there. He gets frozen though. Varish, he has stepped out a little bit too far, and because of it, his spirit will be drained out by avatar mode. Now Narman comes over. Time dilation being used. Play hard. Can't really use his spells that effectively. Will be going for the enchant totem, but that means he's literally not moving, and a spear through the back will secure the kill. 1-for-1. At least Neon though, they're still looking to take this tower. Meanwhile, mid lane, they will be getting a kill on Lenny. And now let's see if avatar mode can get out of this bad predicament. Could go for a TP out right now, but he thinks he's gonna be fast enough to survive this one. It seems like that's gonna be the case. No, the damage is just way too much. Even with the Ice Vortex, that had magical damage. That last raids did so much. And In Your Dream just crushes this DP, and that's gonna be even during the TP, so no way to assist any of the lanes. No towers have fallen just yet, and definitely favoring Army Geniuses considering they're playing against the Lycan, playing against the DP. And they are the ones who are pressuring towers currently. Morphling will defend the mid lane for now. But In Your Dream actually postures aggressively, going for the Dragonlance. It will be a right-click SF. No reason to go for magic spells against these guys. I'll go for just right-clicking them to death. And In Your Dream, not to be underestimated. Fortune Soul almost dies.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Man, was that close. Fortune Soul will barely get out of that one alive. Meanwhile, bottom lane, the tower does fall, but it is gonna be a Helm of the Dom creep fed. So Andrew, he takes some gold for himself and his team, opens up the map, but it's gonna come at a cost anyways. Army Geniuses are taking down the mid lane. They have level 6 on the Void. They're gonna have level 6 on Varish. That was that timing when there were no level 6s on the supports, when Void and the AA were pretty much useless, and Neon didn't do anything. They didn't do anything with that. And now they're gonna be in trouble once the level 6s come out. Very still doesn't have it. A Fisher will connect with Womi. You could go for a TP right now. Play hard though. We'll have another stun fairly soon. Womi in a little bit of trouble. No points in Bulwark. Will use the arena. Just gets out of that one. And it's time for a TP out. No, he doesn't have the mana. Soul Ring not at the ready. And then you will not be going for a chase. Bog, 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 bog. Are you chicken and you don't want to chase? They're trying to provoke him. They're trying to provoke the Lycan. But he knows that his wolf form is not going to be there for long.
Radiant's middle
He'll
tower
go
is
back to the human form. Play hard though. Beautiful Fissure there. Come on, do the chicken thing now, Womi. Do it now. While we're crushing her head, the cold feet under the shaker. That's a really nice effigy pose as well though. Womi is not gonna be making a pose at all because he's dead. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, avatar mode has been thrown out, and there's gonna be another raise coming in. That one misses from In Your Dream, just turns to the side a little bit there, and because of it, avatar mode will be alive. I'm not sure that would have even been a kill, but overall, the first chrono unsuccessful, and Neon, they get themselves a kill on the map. But here comes DB, is coming over. The zombie apocalypse is right next door, and Neon, they don't want to be a part of it. They have good guns on Snapfire though, so that's gonna allow them to do well. But right now, they will keep themselves safe. Play hard. 700 gold.
Radiant's top tower
Went
is
for the
under
Tranquil
siege.
Boots. It's gonna be having some mana issues this game. We'll see how fast he can farm the Blink though. It's not looking that great right now for him. In Your Dream, going for a BKB. No more chance to disassemble the Dragon Lance. We'll buy the Ogre Axe. Okay, this SF is very strong. And look at Narman just bringing him creeps. Yo, look, I can be useful. Arena being used in the mid lane. They have the AA Blast. He's waiting for a spear. Varys doesn't want to use it just yet. The Tombstone was dropped. Beautiful Fissure though, stopping them in their tracks. And you though, look at how slow he is. Hello, can you turn into a doggy right now, Wolf Boy? Not gonna be happening. They even push him into the AA Blast. It's gonna be enough damage. It seems like the answer will be no. They're just dropping down by flies, and he will shatter in the end. Two of them going down. Varys gets the kill on Enryu, and Narman being very much aggressive. What a Gauss rebuke of Womi pushing him into that AA Blast, and in the end getting the kill. Though he did get him to the low ground. Avatar mode though now being chased down. Does have the sticks, 400 HP, so the soul rip isn't gonna be enough. Undying coming forward. Oh man, was that damage huge. In Your Dream is just not having a game. Sorry, Avatar mode. In Your Dream is having a perfect game. Avatar mode is just suffering. He suffered in the laning phase, and now he was like, I'm half HP, I'm fine. That half HP is only 400, my friend. With the Echo Saber, DB does way too much. He wants the shard, has the gold, doesn't have the timing just yet, but in 10 seconds he'll have that one. So every single time that he attacks someone, there is gonna be a zombie spawned. And of course the Flash Golem cooldown reduction by 35 is pretty significant. It was a downtime then. It lasts for 40 seconds, so it's pretty much 50 seconds downtime. Man, I'm good at maths, you know. It's just insane. Or calculations, not really maths. Anyways, Narman going for a Vlad's. A very classic item just to buff up your boys a little bit. Army Geniuses are gonna hit this timing. Womi doesn't even want to blink. He just wants to be unkillable. They're gonna come over with a Vlad's, with a BKB on the SF. I don't even know what the Undying wants, but he has the Echo Saber. That doesn't really matter. Something is being... Okay, that's just the clarity. So they're just gonna come over with the BKB on the Mars, BKB on the SF, and this Undying being naturally tanky. Oh, he got a shard, yeah. I forgot about that one. And Neon are gonna look at them, and they're not gonna be able to do anything. They might kill Varish. Look at DB in the Roche Pit. Look at how many zombies there are. I can't count them all, but Roche is getting absolutely ripped to shreds. Roche kind of is the big guy but has a small skull, so that small brain probably won't be able to feed all of the zombies. Meanwhile, on the bottom lane, Womi will get a taste of his own medicine. He's taking a lot of damage, looking very much dead. They have the Echo Slam as well. Will not allow him to leave. Where's the Echo? Playhard doesn't want to use it. There it is in the end, and the arena will not save you. Fortune Soul will be stunned while Playhard does all the heavy lifting. And Womi dies yet again. And won't be able to finish off his BKB just yet. Maybe if he had the Ogre Axe instead of the Mithril Hammer there, he maybe survives. But you know, you're just always gonna have the Mithril Hammer just for faster farming. Still, the gold lead is not reducing. It's not reducing whatsoever. Neon are not having a good time. They're 5k gold behind. They're 5 kills behind as well. In your dream, look at him. The SF already has a BKB. 9k net worth, 6.5 on his mid lane counterpart. Avatar mode is getting absolutely destroyed in this game. And Varish makes his presence. Come on, kill me. Kill me if you want. The Fissure will be there. It will be a nice grab. But the Fissure now doesn't allow them to go for the tower. They really need to transition this into a tower. In 25 seconds, the A will be alive. Maybe more kills. The mid lane tower. Gone. Getting gone on. There's a glyph being used already by Army Geniuses. They're using that one to push the top lane as well. Neon not using glyph just yet. Womi, do they see him? Mortimer's kisses being used. Womi doesn't want no old lady kisses to go his way, though he will not have a choice. The Fissure will keep him in place, and Womi, does he die yet again? It seems like the answer will be yes. Fortune Soul with the adaptive strike will be the one to strike the last hit, and he gets himself some nice gold. Army Geniuses, though, in terms of map control, will be getting the top tower. But the Mars dying twice is actually a big deal. Looking at win probability, Army Geniuses, 80% chance. I definitely agree with this one. Neon, with this kind of a lineup, in terms of map control, you need to be ahead. And they are not. At least that. Net worth, so-and-so. You know, it can go either way. But we have a Chrono A blast for the Morphling, even though the Void isn't a carry. That Chrono A blast pretty much kills him. So late game, Morphling isn't going to be that big of a deal. NU with the Lycan, he can pretty much only kill the AA. The tankiness, the BKBs, you have the SF for the late game right clicks. I mean, everything is going their way. Avatar mode has the Sanjin Kai, doesn't want to go for a BKB. Let's see how that works out for him. Play hard, hidden by a shard. Time dilation is there, he doesn't want to use any spells. The spear will get used on him, and they're actually not getting close. Being a little bit afraid there, especially with the shard. Play hard does a lot of damage, doesn't want to use the echo here, no reason to do so. They'll be going down. Still in the mid lane, the takedown that SF wants. The stolen tombstone will be there, so the press kid is gonna get this brains eaten as well, but they just turn around and go for that tombstone. Now the Chrono onto the Morphling, and the A blast, not even needed. The Gauss Rebuke will be enough. A blast just blast there onto the ground. No one really cares. The Exorcism will be used. Now going for the SF in your team, still has the BKB. DB, very tanky. He only has a third of his HP. That's 1,000 HP though. They do get him quite low now. Only 300 HP. Still has the sticks. Will be fine. BKB used by Womi. Not gonna be helping you against the spirits. They do too much damage. Avatar mode in a little bit of trouble. BKB used, and they go forward. DB getting low. It is gonna be enough with the Echo Slam used somewhere far away from there. Just the Aftershock will be enough to get the kill. They've lost 2. But they've claimed 3, and all 3 of those workhorse. Lenny will be using the Glimmer Cape, hiding in the shadows. The Snapfire will be surviving through that one. Narman, just with the shard, jumping so much into the backlines and getting those nice grabs. Neon, they've lost 4. But to be honest, you know, if you count the SF Aegis, Neon did bring down the 3 cores. So they showed that they can fight. But their timing is getting lower and lower. It's not going to be easy. Imagine this Mars. Once Womi gets a Satanic, he just doesn't die. It doesn't happen. Play hard after that fight, though. He got a kill on the DB, and he's going to be getting close to the Blink Dagger. It's going to take some time. We'll see if he even wants it, but I think you need it here for sure. You are going to be lacking some damage, so using Echo just for a stun like that and some Aftershock damage isn't going to be enough in this game in particular, especially when you're losing. Well, comes out from Army Geniuses. It was not spotted, and NU is gonna know that it was there, but let's see if he can survive long enough. His team is coming from the side. NU, though, is already dead. Varish being destroyed. They use the smoke. It will immediately get broken. The Fissure does connect. The AA dies. Another Aftershock that gets a kill. DB, though, wants to go forward. Narman comes in. Time dilation will be used. It's gonna be slowing them down quite a lot. Death Prophet, two spells on cooldown, but not enough. This hero way too fast. Avatar mode gets himself to safety. A 1-for-1, definitely favoring the side of Army Geniuses, but it was a smoke that doesn't give them more than a kill, and they still lose one of their own. I haven't talked about the Morphling items for quite some time. He goes for the S and Y. You're dealing with one stun, being the spear from the Mars. I guess it helps you with the A blast, but you know, status resistance against damage doesn't work. The damage is still gonna be there. Guess it is gonna last lower on you. I'm not the biggest fan of the Sanjin Yasha, I have to say.
Whose lives it brought to
I'd rather see a Manta just to remove the time dilation, I guess. But if you really wanted Yasha, BKB, Scotty, be something I wanted to see from Fortune Soul. BKB for me is a necessity here, even though you're not playing against that many stuns. The SF fear can be a problem for you. Just going in with a waveform and popping a BKB, standing your ground and fighting. Without the BKB, you can't do it as a morph. You're gonna have to find a perfect situation to do it. And ooh, not looking good for Neon currently. Anyways, though, they were able to stop the bleeding. It was 5k gold 10 minutes ago. It's 5k gold lead now. Not that big of a deal. The smoke comes out from Neon. They're coming over, tiptoeing through the river. You might hear them walking through that one. You know, the slaps on the water. But no, Army Geniuses, they don't know. They use the scan. They know that someone is behind the tower. But look at the wraparound. Playhard doesn't have the blink, but he has the shard, a nice fissure. Be great. There was already two cores next to each other. The Lycan Wolves will scout things out. The scan was used. Army Geniuses, they're protecting themselves with sentries, with wards. Okay, now we know where you are. Narman just goes forward. He has the chrono, threatening with it. Oh, look, a little doggy stuck in time. Now stuck in a cage as well. The A-Blast is coming over as well. The Morph coming over. He will turn into the Undying, and the Tombstone will be placed, but in a bit of a defensive position. DB taking some damage, but he will be alive for now. This SF threatening with his ulti, the Requiem of the Souls. You will fear everyone if you use it. Varys uses the dust there. Snapfire will be caught, but now, the dodge onto the fissure. Really? Really? The Echo Slam does connect there. In Your Dream, still alive, doesn't have the BKB. Goes for ulti. Be afraid. Everyone is afraid of this big demon, and the water will be frozen and then easily shattered. Lenny right under the sentry ward. He will not escape anything, and in the end, Neon, they lose a fight. It looked like it was a good position for them, but Army Geniuses, they see heroes, they press spells, they win. Dota, In Your Dream got low. If he had died before the Requiem, we might be seeing a different fight, but that's not gonna be the case. There was no Lycan, there was no damage. Even the Death Prophet died a little bit early in that fight. He just wasn't able to contribute. And the Morphling, 1200 damage, and he was alive for so long, and that is why you need a BKB that he's not working towards. That Manta dodge from the SF maybe saved them the fight, actually. He dodged the fissure with the Manta. So, I'm gonna say it's luck. No, I'm gonna say it's skill, you know? It's not a matter of luck, it's a matter of skill, as some would say. In Your Dream, dodging fissures with the Manta, just awesomely done from him. Shaker will have a blink, but the next fight is gonna be a lot tougher. Now the gold lead is doubled, you know, as we said. They stopped the bleeding and then they bled out all in one go. The side of Neon. Narman sees Playhard. Playhard slams the ground. Narman runs away. There's gonna be a howl used as well, so you hear the wolves. You start being afraid, but Narman is still just jumping in and out and playing with his enemies. Avatar mode, bought a plate mail, but is going for a BKB. I think he does need it. Perish. In Your Dream, getting themselves away, and In Your Dream might get out, but Varys doesn't look so lucky. Actually, there's gonna be an arena. Playhard, you wanted to fight, no problem. The God's Rebuke will definitely hurt him, and now the bashes of Delaney again, right over the sentries. Not gonna be saved at all, and Armin is going for more. He doesn't have the ulti, and though doesn't want to use his. Now will start turning into a wolf. Omi doesn't have a blink, but who cares? Just run towards them. Avatar mode goes for a TP out. Narman, where's your bash? He doesn't even get a hit off. Beautiful positioning there coming out from Avatar mode, allows him to escape. But if that's the only thing you can do, cowardice will not win you the game. You need to get those kills. Fortune Soul finds the DD. Roche is ready, but you just can't go for it. Imagine if you would walk into the pit as a Morphling, you get A blasted and you just die. It is... I don't know if it's a risk worth taking, but it's not looking good. And yeah, DB is again in the Roche pit, Undying. With the shard, just takes it so easily. Armin comes forward, jump in, jump out. The enchant totem will not connect. Okay, that's a lot of damage. Fortune Soul though. There is gonna be a chrono. He started morphing into strength. Let's see how much HP you can have. They connect with the spear. Fortress Soul is taking so much damage. He doesn't have armor. Turns into the Faceless Void. Jumps out. And then with the waveform, he'll be fine. A lot of zombies chasing him. But there's also a lot of zombies in the Roche pit. Neon, with the 8 dead, they might be able to go for a fight. Morphling all into agility back. Play hard. Gets all the creeps, which means the Morphling won't be healing back up. And the SF gets the Aegis. Gets the Shard. And drops a fairy far down. I was like, did he already have a shard and just gave it to someone else? No. Just needed some inventory slots. SF now has the Crystallis. His damage output is insane, and he has 2 forms of crit. One from the Necromastery, one from the Crystallis. That fear that he strikes into the hearts of the enemies is definitely gonna make a problem for Neon. No BKBs as of yet on their side. Morphling finally deciding, okay, I cannot go for the Skadi, I need the BKB, and I think it's the right choice. Sometimes you get pulled into it, but I want to finish what I started, and then you would just lose the game. You get a Skadi, you lose the fight. You don't have buyback. It's just gone. The game is gone. Though the game might be gone anyways, because Womi has a Satanic. He is not a target. DB. Undying is the easiest core to kill. Good luck, Neon. Good luck killing any of them. It is going to be play hard that we have to look at. He finally has the blink. His performance on the Shaker was actually pretty solid in this game. 3, 4, and 6. Participating in the majority of the kills of his team. But look at SF. Just sends the illusions. The presence of the Dark Lord is scaring everyone. At least he's not going to be stealing any ancients. So finally, Womi wants to go for a blink. So we might be seeing some initiation potential for Army Genius. For now, they've just relied on their strength. And it has worked wonders for them. Because here, the last outer tower, gone. Nothing that the Neon can do about it. They don't have a glyph for another 41 seconds. But the bottom tier 3 still hasn't fallen, so that can refresh the glyph. Omi actually think about going forward. He will send the illusions, and SF trying to go for that one. Nice fissure there to stop them. Not gonna be happening though without the glyph coming back. They take down the tower, so now they're only gonna have the one on the side of Neon. They're looking as their axes are falling. The presence of the Dark Lord affects buildings, and these towers will just be going down very easily. In your dream, slaps with his left, with his right, and that is when the towers fall. Narman being a little bit aggressive there with the time dilation, the blink out from the Earthshaker, so play hard. It's gonna have to be a little bit he's gonna have to wait a little bit before he can go in. They're trying to cut the waves. Okay, they're being successful at cutting the waves, but you still need to stop the Shadow Fiend. The Howl is there. His damage has been reduced, but he still hits like a truck. Yeah, give me my damage back. Look at those hits. Finally, the glyph is out. And in your dream, can he go through backdoor protection? He doesn't need to, because DB will make sure that the bottom creeps come over. No, he will not. The creeps will still continue going there, but now they got close enough. They got close enough to go through the backdoor region, and that's 2 lanes of racks gone. Army Geniuses, they can just go for the third right now if they want to. Wait for the creep waves, but they'll need to go with them. Actually, they want to do it. Your dream, does he feel confident enough? He's gonna have a butterfly fairly soon. He has a ton of gold jumping in there. Womi a little bit too aggressive. He doesn't have the Satanic. Will he use it? No, because the ground beneath him will get absolutely destroyed. The Chrono will get used. Narman, I don't know if you want to be there. Yes, I do. The A-Blast will go through them. Avatar mode doesn't get caught by it, but he gets clipped anyways. Lenny tries to run away. There's so many zombies here. DB thinks about going in, blinks out, and Varish just a Ghost Scepter TP out. Not gonna be happening. Gets healed up. That fissure not gonna be good for Varish. And you can go over it and kill him, but in the end, it's gonna be Fortress Soul that gets the kill. Now turns into the Mars, stuns in your dream, who still has the BKB, still has the ulti, and also has the Aegis as well. We're going down, Lenny is still alive, but in the end, he will fall. DB, just with the DK, gets the kill. A few bashes on the Fortress Soul, he has enough mana to get towards the high ground. The range will be there. No way to remove the time dilation. He's slowed down, but still will be able to survive. Another thing is, will his Raxus and friends be able to survive? This is the last lane. You have to fight for it. DB in a lot of trouble. Pops the BKB a little bit too late. My friend Fortress Soul has already done the damage. The armor gets out. The buyback from this Shaker, trying to do something. Oh yes, play hard. This is what I wanted you to do. Just come to that hill. Now the arena being used. Enryu is gonna be caught in a cage. And look at the damage from the SF. He's just destroying him completely. Narman jumps out and jumps in again. You wanted me, you got me now. But in a position where my friends are here, that is when I will fight Narman. A little bit of a cowardly move for him. Finally, the spear connects to the Morphling. Can they kill him? Fortress Soul not even close to surviving. Dead for 69. Avatar mode gonna be going out as well. Not in a casket though. He'll just be getting himself to the fountain by foot. The miss from Womi onto the spear. Not that great with that one, but he doesn't care. Without the Shaker, without the Morphling, he cannot die. And only one Rax is separating them from Mega Creeps, which they cannot deal with. And Neon Esports will be most likely 99.9% losing this game. Make it 100% if you... Oh, still not 100% if you consult the Dota Plus, but considering they call GG, I'm fairly certain that this game, this series, and this day of the BTS Pro Series Southeast Asia Season 12 is done. We have had 3 best of 2s today, and all 3 of them ended in a 2-0. Coming back to this game, Army Geniuses from start to finish, they understood what they needed to do. They made a really cute play, you know, putting the Faceless Void in position 4, seeing that it's not going to do too well in the lane, and just put DB on that Undying. Narman, he did his job. He was annoying. He jumped in and out, got some nice chronos, but I'd say in your dream, the way that he played the mid lane and the advantage that he built up, I think that was the big difference maker here. Just he felt super confident, super strong. On the other hand, Avatar mode was just completely useless in this game. He couldn't do anything. And when we look at the damage done, Death Prophet did the most in her team, but it's nowhere near the SF. In your dream was just too big of a beast. So guys, that's pretty much it for today. As I mentioned, we had 3 best of 2s, all of them ending in a 2-0. For those of you that didn't watch it today, Fnatic, they beat TNC 2-0. Lilgun, they beat they lost against Boom Esports 2-0. And Army Geniuses, they beat Neon. You know, when we would look at the start of this day, we would probably know who our favorites are. But I, for one, was hoping for a bit of a bit closer games. I guess game number 1 between Army Geniuses and Neon was close, but the other ones were... all the games were pretty one-sided, and we couldn't really expect much from that one. Tomorrow, you know, we're going to have another 3 best of 2s. Hopefully, they're going to be closer to each other. The first game will be Boom Esports versus Army Geniuses, followed up by Execration versus Neon, and we end the day with Lilgun versus TNC. Hopefully, all of you people that were... here today are gonna be with us tomorrow. I hope that my buddy T Panda will be feeling better so he can take over. If not, we're gonna be seeing each other tomorrow as well. With that being said, guys, that's it for today. We'll see you all tomorrow at 11 a.m. CEST time here at the BTS Pro Series Season 12 of the Beyond the Summit first channel, and we're gonna enjoy some more Dota. So with that being said, have a nice day and bye bye.